Today's video, one of my most requested. Hey everybody, Rick here, back at Universal Studios Orlando, and if you're watching this video, then you want to know what is there to do here besides the rides. Well, today I'm going to tell you. Universal Studios Orlando, sort of known in the area for some bigger, faster rides than say some other theme parks, but not everyone who comes here is interested in bigger, faster rides. Well, there's plenty of other stuff to do besides the rides, and what I'm going to do today, I'm going to walk around the park and show you each section of the park, what there is to do besides the rides. And we're going to start here on Hollywood Boulevard. And one of the main things you want to do on Hollywood Boulevard is meet all the wonderful characters they have here.
We're here waiting for you.
Of course, we have the lovely and beautiful Marilyn Monroe here on Hollywood Boulevard, meeting and greeting all the guests. The Simpsons make themselves available for meet and greets and photos. At the moment, we have Bart here, but sometimes it's Homer or Maggie or other characters. Hello, Bart. Fancy dance moves, buddy. In addition to the Simpsons and Marilyn Monroe, Betty Boop will make an appearance. Scooby and the Gang, a very popular meet and greet here, and he doesn't even wait for you to say his name 3 times. Oh my God, here comes Bart right now. I told you, they're a lot of fun. Hollywood Boulevard. You don't need a ride here. You got the characters. And Beetlejuice, he won't even wait until you say his name 3 times. Beetlejuice will roam the streets here and torment guests. And then, on the corner of Hollywood and Vine, every so often they bring out one of the Superstar Parade floats and perform a little bit, and then afterwards there's a little bit of a meet and greet and a photo op for people. So Hollywood and Vine, kind of like a character corner. At the moment it's the Secret Life of Pets, but Dora the Explorer will come out. SpongeBob and the Minions also make an appearance here at Hollywood and Vine. And then you do have 2 shows here on Hollywood Boulevard, and they are not in like some crazy theater seats that are going to bounce up and down or anything. First up, we have the newest show here at Universal, the Bourne Stunt Tacular. If you want to know more about this show, I will leave a link to a video that I did specifically on this show. And then the other show is at the end of the boulevard, again near Hollywood and Vine, the Horror and Makeup Show, sort of a history of movie horror makeup and a comedy show. Highly recommend it. And then the other thing to do on Hollywood Boulevard, and this is going to be true of all the sections of the park we visit today, would be shopping and eating. For eating, you're going to have the Today Cafe at the start of Hollywood Boulevard, a nice deli place that also serves breakfast all day long. And then about halfway down, you're going to have Schwab's Pharmacy, which is the ice cream shop here. And if you like burgers and shakes, you have Mel's Drive-In. And then sort of, but not really on the corner of Hollywood and Vine. It's more like in Central Park Crepes. Some of the best food you're gonna find in the park. Just for the purposes of this video, we'll count this as being on Hollywood Boulevard. And then some of the shopping includes the Hello Kitty store. The Five and Dime is one of my favorite shops. Has some Bourne Stuntacular items and some classic Monsters items. And then if you want to look at some unique items for sale, the Prop Shop. So as you can see, a lot of stuff to do here on Hollywood Boulevard besides rides. Alright, enough of Hollywood Boulevard. Let's keep making our way around the park. Next stop, the Kids Zone. Probably the biggest non-ride thing you can do here, the animal actors on location. It's just a show. Sit down and watch. Deeper into the Kids Zone we go. Here we have DreamWorks Destination, kind of a character meet and greet, and inside a character dance party. And then there are a couple of children's playgrounds, starting with Five-O's Playland. And then we have the Curious George play area. Now there is a very small playground in here, but the bulk of this is the water area. Your kids are going to get wet in here. Not a lot of eating going on in here, but you do have a couple stores, E.T.'s Closet, and then SpongeBob Store Pants. One more meet and greet to mention before we move on. Doc Brown can be found over here by the Time Train and the DeLorean. Lots of fun stuff to do in Springfield and Krusty Land besides rides. Let's go check it out. The first thing we need to do is talk about the food and the drink. Bumblebee Man's Tacos, Lard Lad Donuts, Krusty Burgers, Duff Beer, Moe's Tavern, Cletus's Chicken. No wonder this street is called Fast Food Boulevard. And plenty of fun photos to take. And your shopping, that's gonna be done at the Quickie Mart. There is the Simpsons ride here in Krusty Land, but we're talking about the fun stuff you can do besides the rides. Look at all these midway games they have here in Krusty Land. Plenty of fun to be had. So I feel like I'm talking about food a lot. I'm going to leave a link to a video, one of my best performing videos, like the top 6 unique foods to try at least once at Universal. Go check that out. Since you're not riding rides, find out all the awesome cool foods you can have. Here we are at MIB Men in Black Alien Attack. Now this is a ride, but Rick, we're not talking about rides. You're right. What you can do at a lot of the rides at Universal is you can ask for a backstage tour. That's where they take you around, show you all the insides and the outsides of the ride, give you a lot of great Easter eggs and information on the rides. Really cool tours, and one of the coolest ones is here at MIB. So if you're interested in any backstage tours, just ask the team members working at the front of the lines. They'll let you know if they have one for that ride and if they're doing them at that moment, because those are subject to availability, depends on the staffing levels. They are not guaranteed, but it is a guarantee you'll have a good time if you get to do one. Going on one of the backstage tours is actually one of my biggest tips for having fun without going on the rides. London and Diagon Alley. Actually, there's only one ride in here, so you know there's a lot of stuff to do in here besides rides. Visit the night bus, talk to the driver and the shrunken head. Watch the dragon spit fire. That's what all these people are doing.
Well done, dragon!
Watch a musical performance by Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees. You can eat at the Leaky Cauldron, have a hot, cold, or frozen butterbeer at the Hopping Pot, grab a butterbeer ice cream, or get my favorite, the strawberry and peanut butter ice cream. And of course, do some shopping. So many shops here in Diagon Alley. And now let me put you to work. You tell me in the comment box, what is your favorite non-ride thing to do in Diagon Alley? We've now made it to San Francisco. And my favorite non-ride thing to do in San Francisco, which by the way, the ride in San Francisco is Fast and Furious, but my favorite non-ride thing to do, visit Shea Alcatraz and get the Ocean Attack.
Shark in the water, Rix! Swim to your boat, let it swim fast. Don't look back, you were getting kind of close, but something went wrong. Your boat's not afloat, you swam too slow. Shark friendly though! Chop, 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 chop. It's Universal. It's Mardi Gras. It's spring break. It's things to do in San Francisco. And like always, friend, thanks for chopping by. Chop, 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 chop. We're going swimming with the sharks.
There are 2 versions of that Ocean Attack. The regular one, which has alcohol in it, and then the shark friendly, which is non-alcoholic. Also, I should mention that San Francisco is home to one of the full-service table service restaurants, Lombard's Landing. So if you're not riding rides, you have a little more time to sit down and enjoy a nice relaxing lunch or dinner. Not a lot of shopping to do in San Francisco, however. The main shopping is like the Fast and Furious gift shop. Heading into New York City now, tons of fun stuff non-ride related. Mainly some amazing street shows, starting here with the Bee Builders.
Guys, we got Phil in the future over here.
And then of course, we have the Blues Brothers. Looking good, my friends. And then of course you have my favorite, Maryland and the Diamond Bellas.
We drink champagne and we dance all night. We shoot the love light, go and be surprised. The gossip tonight will be tomorrow's deadline. He's the one-stop shop, makes my heart beat stop. He's the sweet talking sugar, good candy man.
If you're not interested in rides, most likely you would not be interested in wall climbing, but it's here and it's not a ride technically. The New York City section of the park, home to two of my favorite spots to eat. For quick service, Louis Pizza is awesome, and then for a table service restaurant, oh, I love me some Finnegan's. A non-ride activity in New York City, the Palace Arcade. Let's just pop in, take a quick look around at the games we can play, win some prizes in a crane game, or play some video games. Now when it comes to the shopping you can do in the New York City section of the park, nothing beats the Film Vault. Your classic merchandise, Jaws, Back to the Future, E.T., Ghostbusters, all in here. We've almost made a full lap around the park. This next section we're headed into is known as Production Central. If you don't want to ride a ride, can you at least watch a ride? Hang out here at Music Plaza and watch Rip Ride Rocket. Also, a fun place to eat in this area of the park, the Monsters Cafe. A couple more meet and greets to tell you about, the Transformers. And then even though the Shrek attraction is gone, Shrek and Donkey still have their meet and greet here. And one last activity, non-ride activity I want to mention, watch a parade. And that is it. That's most of the things you can do here at Universal Studios Florida without going on a ride. Now, it wasn't all inclusive. I skipped a few things, such as the fountain show, but I did that for a reason. Now you can go to the comment box, let me know some things that I skipped, and just in general, let me know your favorite thing to do here that is not a ride. And now that I've said all that, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rix Flix, and now, click that subscribe button.